I didn't plan to make this video, but after the last two, people keep asking me this same thing. Okay, Brandy, but how do you actually make money? And some people straight up asking if I'm broke. Does it look like I'm broke? So what I realize is that I haven't explained how my life actually works. But this isn't a look at how much money I make video. This is a how I built income streams that work for my actual life. Oh my gosh, that's too hot. Oh. And not against it. Hey, so when people hear the word starting over, they imagine that you mean starting from nothing, starting from zero. No skills, no plan, no foundation. That's not true. But I didn't lose my skills and I didn't lose my systems. I definitely didn't lose my experience or the audience that I've been building over all these years. What I lost was structure, not my identity, because everybody knows I'm blogging Brandy. Now this is the part that most people miss. Here is the real shift. So most people think the solution is I just need to make more money. But what changed my life was figuring out that all I needed to do was reduce what my lifestyle costs to live. That's for things like housing, as well as stuff. That also includes things like commitments. Don't judge me on my spelling. As well as stress. Let me break this down a little bit more for you. When your lifestyle costs less than your income, doesn't have to be massive. It just has to be flexible. So let's talk about what pays my bills right now. Before we get into this, none of this is overnight. None of this is passive magic. It's really stacked, boring, flexible on purpose. So how is my income structured? Well, it's in buckets. We have content-based, products I own, relationship-based, and supplemental income. I'm going to break this down a little bit different so it makes sense, but the key to all of these, at least for my lifestyle, is that none of these require me to be in one place for one long period of time. They all move with me, move with my lifestyle, and I can make money from anywhere online, no matter whether I'm in my RV or in an Airbnb or a hotel or wherever I might be. So I can work from home or while I roam. Now, these are not all of the ways that I make money, but this is how my income is structured. This is the foundation. My content, like my blogs, my YouTube videos, and my email list, are the engine that run everything else. So this is where blogging, vlogging, and my email marketing comes in. A lot of my income comes from the content that I've created. And some of this income is immediate, and then some of this compounds. Think days, weeks, months, years. Now next, we have monetization. These are things like affiliate marketing, display ads, sponsored content and links, as well as partnerships. These are layered on top of the foundation. But I don't have to create content every day. You could be reading a blog post or watching a YouTube video while I'm sleeping. The content, the foundation, actually works for me to the monetization, which means I don't have to sell every day. The content sells for me. Now, this is leverage. Direct income is where I trade value directly for money. It's the most controlled and the most flexible. Digital products, physical products, my services and coaching, as well as memberships and subscriptions. Selling things that I own so that I'm not trading hours for dollars. A little side piece of my income stream and why I wanted to put it on a side piece is a little overlap from direct income and monetization. It's relationship-based income streams. Things like partnerships and collaborations, sponsored deals, coaching and consulting, services done for you, and freelancing. And these all come from trust. This happens after people find my content and see me and build a relationship over time. And so these things, when people watch a YouTube video or see a blog post, they say to themselves, oh, this girl knows what she's talking about. She's actually done this before. This is how I make money from relationships, is over time, consistently creating content, blog posts, YouTube videos, email marketing, social media, different ways that I market myself and put myself out there, that people come across me and they find me, or they might find somebody else that's worked with me and say, oh, let me reach out to her too. Same thing with a brand partnership where someone said, hey, would you do a video or write a blog post and review this product for me, or incorporate it into your content in some way or strategy. Or I might say, hey, this video is brought to you by, and they might just want their name in it. It's like me putting a plug in for someone else, but I'm vouching for it as a content creator, blogger, vlogger, influencer, YouTuber. The point is, these things wouldn't happen had I not done some of this. For instance, when people watch this video, I might say something like, oh, if you're a brand, business, or an individual and you want to work with me, head over to my website, bloggerbranding.com. I'll put a link below this video and you can reach out. That's just one instance of how I would get somebody off of my YouTube video, same thing with a blog post, over to something else. Now, I might nurture them with my email list first and then go in for a pitch like that. I just let people know, hey, these are the things that I offer. This is how you can work with me, and let them find me and let them reach out to me. I don't really push myself out to them. Probably exactly how you found this video. And it might not come from somebody watching the first video. They might go watch the other video when I say, oh, did you miss the first two videos that I made before this in this playlist? Go below this video, you can check those out. Then they might watch this video before or after that. It depends where they find me, but I'm always saying, hey, go do this next, go do something else. And it's not always, hey, go buy from me. It could be just go watch another video, join my email list, check out a blog post that I wrote. My goal is to say something like, hey, if you really enjoy this video and this content and you want to see more of it, please let me know by dropping a comment below and tell me how this resonates with you, what you'd like to see next, as well as hit the like button below, subscribe to my channel, and tap that little bell icon so you're notified each and every time that I publish another video. That's exactly how I do it in almost every video. Go back and watch them. It just comes more natural to me now. This little box off to the side, optional and supplemental income. It's supportive, but it's not the foundation and not something that I necessarily rely on. What I like about this, things like freelancing, reselling and flipping, as well as donations and tips. These can help support my lifestyle because I can turn on and off the income streams depending on the season of life that I'm in. They give me flexibility, but they're not something that I have to have, because depending on if I'm on the road or if I'm at home, I may not want to take on a freelancing gig, or I might not be reselling or flipping as many items in July versus December. It depends on where I'm at in my life and business, as well as the season and times of the year of where other people are at in their lives. And my relationship with them. Things like donations and tips. Some people say things like, oh, you can buy me a coffee after watching this video. You can, leave me a tip or donation. And YouTube has ways that you can support the videos, which are not things that I have turned on or used on my content yet. But say over at my dog blog, Birdie's Dog House, if you didn't know, I have 5 dogs and 1 cat. And so I made a blog all about that. You can always leave a donation or tip over at Birdie's Dog House and support the dog rescue and animals and their lifestyle. I'll put a link to all that below this video. Now, one other thing I wanted to tell you. I don't think I spelled that right. I'll be judging. Income does not equal financial security, which means I also plan around savings and long-term investments that I have put money in over the time and years that I've been on this earth. If you didn't know, before I started all this and became a blogger and a YouTube and a vlogger and all of that, I actually had a degree in finance and I worked at Bank of America, Merrill Lynch, traded stocks and all of that fun stuff. Since my income can be unpredictable at times, it doesn't mean that my future has to be. So planning and preparation help me. So my savings and investments don't necessarily pay my bills, but they do protect my future. And I don't confuse income with financial security anymore. Not all of these make me money every month, and they don't have to. That's not the point. The goal is not constant money. It's consistent support, like a sugar daddy. That's what this is. It's like having a sugar daddy or a little sugar mama all the time, giving you just a little bit of money. And some months, they give you a little bit more than other months. It depends how hard you were working, or if they saw that one of your things did a little bit better that month, then maybe you get rewarded over here versus over here. Most people think income is one thing, but for me, it's a structure. And the content and email are my foundation. The monetization is the layers that sit on top. And the direct income is what gives me control. And I don't rely on just one thing, but I also don't try to do all of these things at one time. So this is what I stopped doing. And this mattered more than what I added. This is what I let go of. I stopped chasing consistency that burned me out over things that aligned with my life and business. I also stopped building for optics instead of sustainability. And I stopped saying yes to things that trapped me and things I didn't want to do. Hanging out with people, doing things that didn't bring me enjoyment, watching TV shows, listening to music, anything that didn't feel aligned with my life, I quit saying yes to. And eventually, people quit inviting you to. For instance, if you didn't know, I quit drinking a couple years ago. And when you quit drinking, you lose a whole part of your life, but you gain a whole nother. You just start to realize who doesn't matter, what doesn't matter. People stop inviting you to events. They almost say, oh, she doesn't drink, don't invite her to this. But what I realized was that stability didn't come from routines. It came from adaptability and the ability to start adapting. So if everything disappeared tomorrow and I had to start today with nothing, I wouldn't panic. I'd start with one platform, one skill I already have, one audience, and one simple offer. I wouldn't build big, I'd build light, because light moves. Starting over doesn't mean failing. It's about redesigning. It's not about hustle. It's about creating a lifestyle so I can breathe. And yes, I'm pretty good at rhyming like that. What? That's why they call me Blogging B, Blogging Brandy. Sometimes they call me Gangsta B. Back to your regularly scheduled program. That's a wrap. Let's wrap it up. That video's done, guys. Yay.